What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. Wait a minute, that's not how we do this here. What's going on, YouTube? Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna start off with the disclaimer. If you came to this video looking for a Heckin Steve bash,
I'm sorry, Mama. I wanted to tell you.
Or critiques of him himself and other resellers and YouTube channels and stuff, then you're not gonna get that here. So originally I was planning to do this video called Heckin Steve is a Heckin Problem, which we might use. It's kind of a clicky little title, but I just want to start off by saying that in no means is this video out here to bash anybody or talk down about anybody, or we're basically not going to be here to attacking resellers or people critiquing resellers. So as a rewind. All right. So a lot of you are familiar, especially if you follow some of my videos. I talk about resellers, collectors, and everything that goes along with it. And I was looking at my analytics or whatever you want to call them, and a lot of what my people watching my channel also watch Heckin Steve and a few other channels. So that was kind of a cool thing to see. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Heckin Steve, he started off kind of like the same way I did, getting monetized by critiquing dkoldies and similar kind of businesses. And then even though I'd been in the game on YouTube for years before that, that was kind of my jumping off point. And when he came in, that's kind of how he got monetized as well. So we were kind of both in that same ship. The only difference between us is he's more willing to swear and go the extra mile when it comes to that, and I'm a little bit more I don't know the right word for it, but yeah, his whole philosophy on YouTube is basically to call resellers out on their crap, and either calling them, the scumbags, or the beautiful words he likes to use. But essentially it's basically just critiquing their pages and their videos, and he gets a lot of support for that. So I'm gonna pull up this quick. This is just the basis of his page. I'm not gonna go through and pull anything up, but as you can see down here, dkoldies videos were his most popular thing. That's what got most of his views when he started out. And yeah, that was basically same boat here. I was doing pretty good subscriber wise, but I was not getting watch time, so the dkoldies really helped me. But you can see his basic about here: a YouTube channel focused on reseller criticisms and gaming. Views expressed my content are entirely fictional for entertainment purposes only. Nothing I say should be taken seriously by anyone. 8.5 thousand subscribers, 289 videos, and over 1 million views. He joined actually back in 2007, but I don't believe he actually started focusing more on his YouTube career until recently. We can kind of go and see, if we go back to his oldest videos. Yeah, he had some older ones down here, but it really doesn't seem till recently. Like I said, I guess he's been around just as long as I have. Video making wise, I guess I did not notice that. But like me, it wasn't, I think, until the dkoldies videos that he really took off. So now, one of the disclaimers that obviously we read right there was purely fictional, not to be taken seriously. Now, he will make these videos about calling resellers out and talking about some of this stuff, but like with Renaissance periodization, Dr. Mike, if you guys follow any kind of fitness thing, yes, he's critiquing, but most of it is in all fun. And to prove that point, if you go to his channel, which I'll have linked in the description below, you will actually see that a lot of these people he called out or talked about actually come onto his channel. A huge one that I watched in the past, which surprised the heck out of me, was Phoenix Resale, and that was one of his main talking points in a lot of videos. So Phoenix Resale actually came on and they talked, and then there's been a bunch of other resellers too. So do I believe that sometimes the videos are 100% fictional? No, but that's the disclaimer there. But I enjoy Steve's videos, especially now that he's kind of branched out and done a bunch of live streaming And I've been catching him and I've been both like seems like hooked on this trading card game simulator, and just seeing like him doing pickup videos and stuff like that has been really awesome. And like I said, you watch you see the thumbnails, you see the clickbait titles, you see all this other stuff, and you just automatically assume that, you know, this guy's an a-hole or anything like that. But in all honesty, I've been to his live streams. I haven't commented or chatted much, but and just in general, talking him and reading his comments, he's a great guy, really nice and everything like that. So I think some people just kind of get that vibe off from that he's going to be a complete, like I said, a complete a-hole. But in all actuality, Steve's a pretty alright guy. I wanted to talk a little bit more, not just talking about his channel, but in general about talking about stuff like this. So recently I've been doing some reseller scumbag videos and stuff like that, and as I'm not brave enough sometimes or wanting to really take that risk of calling out certain channels, Steve on the other hand does. But it's a good conversation to have, because in all honesty, I mean, like some people have talked, these resellers, they go on YouTube, they make it look all glorified, and you know, and even like some of the stuff that they share, I'm just kind of like, dude, I don't think you should be proud of that. One of them in the past was when we talked about this in the last video, talking about resellers and stuff like that, was they were bragging about sticking discs in cases and buying one game but having multiple discs in there, and then really kind of profiting off of that. So that was kind of, you know, but he's the one that's able to watch that and kind of call people out for that. So even though it might not be, you know, like he said, it's fictional and for entertainment purposes only, it really is bringing some attention to these channels and some of these people about how some of the shady stuff they do. Now you'll have people in the comments below saying that's capitalism, these people are doing these stuff to make money, and you know, everything like that, which in general I'm all for, and I'm not against resellers. I mean, I personally have resold half my collection because I didn't want it anymore, so I used my money, you know, sold my stuff, got my money back. And in the past, I bought in huge lots of video games, kept what I wanted, sold the rest, basically paid for the lot and got a little money in my pocket. So I'm not against resellers in general. I'm just kind of more against some of the scumbaggy things that they do. And like we just said, you know, going into Goodwill or something and putting a couple different game discs into one case and then just buying that case, you know, buying that game, but having all those other ones. Undercutting people, showing up too early for stuff. So that one's was something that kind of frustrated me in the past too, is like Facebook Marketplace and stuff. People posting garage sales and then showing up to that garage sale when it opened, and they're like, oh, somebody's already been here and got that. I'm like, well, you said your opening time was that. Well, they reached out to me on Facebook and they showed up, and then you look at it and then you ask them about it, and there's just shady stuff like, yeah, I sold it to them for this price, and it was like a deal, and it was like, okay, you know, I guess you could say that's more along the lines of jealousy instead of whatever, but I mean, that's in general just some of the stuff that they do. And I think what bothers me most about it is when they're proud of this and they post it on YouTube like, look guys, look how I ripped these people off. And I never understood that. In all my past videos that I've talked about doing, you know, pickup videos, I had one, I had a local person that sold me a bunch of boxed Nintendo stuff. And I got it for a pretty decent deal. And I actually went on later on to give him a little extra money because I actually valued up everything, and it was, yeah, I way underpaid. So I actually went on to give them a little bit more money, and then also the person cuts my hair, so I always give bigger tips now because of that. But it was just, I don't think I ever once in that video, like, you know, did the braggy, haha, I only got this for this much, you know, like trying to think of what movie that is, where, oh, like on Billy Madison when they got the bad guy going hee. But I mean, I guess like you said, this is the only fictional part of his videos is actually what he says about these people. But some of the stuff that man, like, I understand getting good deals and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, and I understand, you know. Yeah, I understand the business aspect of it. People are doing this to make money. It's America. This is what we are. We're capitalists. They make money. But some of you guys need to just, if you're gonna do some shady stuff like that, don't post it on YouTube. I don't know. I don't agree with a lot of that. And I said that in my last video that I'm a firm believer in karma, and what goes around comes around. If you're going to do stuff like that, yes, you might get that good deal that day, but down the road, buddy, something negative's gonna happen. Either you're gonna pay a bunch of money for some fake stuff, or worse, health issues, everything. I don't know. I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I think YouTube channels like his are necessary. And like I said, if you go and check out his comments, huge following, 8.5, like I said, 8,500 subscribers. Some people will say, well, that's not that much, but take it from me, I've been grinding at this for a while now. That's a huge milestone. He's gonna, it could be 10K next year, early next year, but yeah, he's just like, I'm trying to think where to go more with this conversation, and it's kind of drawing a blank. But finishing up in a summary, what the heck was even the point of this video? And in all honesty, I just kind of want to show my support for his channel and how much I enjoy his content. And like I said, I think channels like this are necessary, and like I said, entertainment purposes only. I don't think people understand that sometimes too, unless you specifically throw out a disclaimer in the beginning of the video. So that being said, guys, if you want to bash him or resellers, then go for it. I can't stop you, but watch which ones you bash. And yeah, just remember that even though comments are out there, people, you don't want to say the wrong stuff to the wrong people or get a reputation. Well, I'm more talking about the trolls and comments and stuff like that. I don't know where I'm going with that either, but I just want to say once again, big shout out to Heckin Steve for your great content and entertainment that I've gotten over the years, over the past year and a half, 2 years with you. And then on top of that, like I said, just a cool guy, guys. Go check out his live stream, see him in person. Don't, if you see his videos and think he's a jerk or whatever like that, make sure you go check out his actual live streams. Great guy, guys. I enjoy watching his stuff. And besides that, make sure that you guys, check out his videos. The one big thing, like I said, is if he was such a bad guy, why would these channels actually come on to his channel and talk to him and have actual conversations? And that's kind of the good thing about, or that's one last thing we'll stick on, is the good conversations that they actually have and talking about stuff. It's not just get on and some debate or something like that, or attacking each other. It's just two dudes hanging out. So take everything with a grain of salt. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys are a Heckin Steve subscriber, if you guys watched his video. I'm kind of curious too, like in his analytics, if I'm a channel that pop up that people watch, because I noticed that the one time that when you kind of go in and try and look at your little stuff for all the statistics for your channel, there's one thing where it says channels that what your audience channels watch. Your audience watches these channels as well, and Heckin Steve was on there, so that was kind of funny to see. So with that being said, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. And as always, stay retro, my friends. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have yourself a great day. America. Capitalist country. America.
Super Retro Force.